In the small town of Ranesewood, nestled in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, there stood an old well that had been abandoned for decades. The well was said to be cursed, and the locals avoided it, whispering tales of strange occurrences and unexplained events. The story begins with a group of 5 friends, Alex, Sarah, Jake, Emily, and Matt, who had heard the rumors but didn't believe them. They were adventurous and curious, and the well seemed like the perfect place to explore. As they approached the well, they noticed something strange. The air around them grew colder, and the wind picked up, carrying an eerie whisper. They laughed it off as mere superstition, but the feeling only intensified as they drew closer. The well was old and worn, its stone walls covered in moss and vines. A rusty iron gate surrounded it, creaking ominously in the wind. The group hesitated for a moment, but their curiosity got the better of them. They pushed open the gate and peered into the darkness. The well was deep, its depths shrouded in an impenetrable darkness. The group could hear the sound of dripping water echoing off the walls, and the air was thick with the scent of damp earth. Without hesitation, Alex began to make his way down the well, his friends following closely behind. The descent was treacherous, the stone walls slippery with moss and the air growing colder with each step. As they reached the bottom, they found themselves in a small, damp chamber. The walls were rough and unfinished, and the air was heavy with the scent of decay. Suddenly, they heard a faint whispering in the darkness. It was soft and indistinct, but it sent chills down their spines. They tried to laugh it off, but the whispering grew louder, more urgent. It was then that they saw her. A figure standing in the shadows, her eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. She was dressed in a long, flowing gown, and her skin was deathly pale. The group tried to run, but their feet felt heavy, as if rooted to the spot. The figure began to move towards them, her eyes fixed on them with an unblinking stare. As she drew closer, they saw that she was holding something in her hand, a small antique doll. Its face was twisted into a grotesque grin, and its eyes seemed to be watching them with an evil intent. The figure spoke in a voice that was barely audible. Her words carried on the wind. "You should not have come here," she whispered. "Now you will never leave." And with that, the group was consumed by darkness, the well's secrets buried with them forever. The next day, the townspeople found the group's car parked near the well, the engine still running. But there was no sign of the friends, and the well was silent once more. From that day on, the well was avoided even more fervently, the locals whispering tales of the cursed well and the friends who had dared to explore its depths. The well remained standing, a haunting reminder of the horrors that lay within. And if you listen closely, on quiet nights when the wind is still, you can hear the whispering of the figure in the well, beckoning you to come closer, to explore its depths and uncover its secrets. But be warned, the well is waiting, and its secrets are not for the faint of heart.